Hi guys, my name is Janshir Khan and today we will talk about a very important topic, that is what happens when someone wins a small claims court judgment. So, if the judgment is like the money involved and he thinks he will get his money automatically back when he wins the case, so we can't do anything, like it's just a fool's, he is living in a fool's paradise. So in real case scenario, almost all of the time the person who loses never pays back even after the judgment. So why he or she doesn't pay back? Because they know the court or law doesn't do anything about like after the judgment. So the person who wins gets disappointed, and he says like it's very long or tiring process to go into the small claims court and other things. But there are two main options to do, which court allows. The one is enforcement options through bailiffs, and the second one is high court enforcement option. I'll talk about the first one, the bailiffs one. People think when they apply for the bailiffs enforcement, that is through form N323, they think that they'll get the money back, or the bailiffs will go to the defendants or claimants or whoever loses the case to their house, and they will seize the goods or objects or anything, and they'll pay back after the sell, after the bailiffs sell the items. But that is not the case. The bailiffs one has very large amount of restrictions to do. The most important one is they can't even enter the house when the defendant or the claimant or the one who loses the case is in the house. So they just go, they ring the bell of the house and there is no one, and they get back and they'll email you that no one was the house. So they have a very large amount of limitations, and it also is a long process. They took a lot of time to go to the person's loser person's house. So the next option, which is the best option I think in terms of these two options, is the high court enforcement option. But it is a certain amount of limitations, like the person who owes you money must be above the 600 pounds threshold. So if the person who owes you money is above the 600 pounds threshold, then you can apply for the high court enforcement, and it involves the form N293A, and it also comes with the fees. Both forms, the bailiff one and the high court enforcement one, both forms come with the fees. So the person who owes you no money has like after the high court enforcement is likely to pay you the money. So now the second thing and the most important thing is that even if the high court, you are applying for the high court enforcement and the person doesn't have any money to pay you, then what will you do? You will just sit back, you won't get anything. So for my clients, I try to convince them that don't go for a claim that you think the person owes you money or any kind of a thing that even can't pay you anything or even can't give you anything. Like, it's just a waste of time. You won't get anything. You will pay the fees of the courts and you will just get a judgment of in a paper, and it won't do anything to you. So the when applying for a judgment or applying for the enforcement, before applying, just look at the person's ability to pay you. Even like the judgment stays for about 6 years in the person's history, you can take your money back or apply for the enforcement in 6-year period threshold. So don't just rush to get the judgment and just go and rush and apply for the enforcement to get your money back. You have to check the person's ability. If he is defaulted, then you have very limited options, you can't do anything. So if you just force and push and do other things, he'll get to the court, he'll get stay orders and other things. He has a lot of other options if he is a defaulter. So you will just waste your time and money. So now the point is, you have to two options after the you have won the case, is either to enforce just judgment through bailiffs or high court enforcement. The better one is high court enforcement, but first do your always do your research that the person has the ability to pay you.